There is a moment that happens to a lot of people somewhere between their 40s and their 60s. You are sitting at your desk, or standing on a job site, or driving to work for what feels like the 10,000th time, and something inside you just quietly breaks. Not dramatically, not loudly, just a small, tired voice that says, "I cannot keep doing this." Maybe you have already heard that voice. Maybe it woke you up at 3 in the morning last week. And the question that follows that voice, the question that haunts so many hardworking people who have given the best years of their lives to a job, is this: how much longer do I have to wait? How much do I actually need before I can finally stop? Today, I'm going to answer that question honestly, not with corporate fluff, not with numbers designed to keep you working forever, with the real figure, the real plan, and the real mistakes you cannot afford to make. Because you have waited long enough, you deserve to know the truth. Let us start by killing a lie that has been sold to you for decades. You have probably heard of the 4% rule. Save 25 times your annual expenses, invest it, withdraw 4% a year, and you are set. It sounds clean. It sounds simple. And for a lot of financial advisors, it is a very convenient number to hand you so you keep saving and they keep earning fees. But here is what that rule does not tell you. It was created in 1994. It does not fully account for modern healthcare costs. It does not account for what happens when the market crashes in your first year of retirement. And if you are planning to leave work in your 50s, it may leave you running on empty before you reach 75. You did not work this hard to run out of money, so let us build your real number together. Start with what I call your monthly survival number. Not what you spend today on luxuries. The minimum amount every month that keeps your life stable and your stress low. Your home, your food, your car, your utilities, your insurance, a small cushion for the unexpected. For most people watching this, that number sits somewhere between $2,500 and $4,500 a month. Take your number and multiply it by 12. That is your annual baseline. But do not stop there, because the next number is the one that blindsides people more than any other. Healthcare. If you leave work before you turn 65 and qualify for Medicare, you are on your own for insurance. A couple in their 50s can easily pay $800 to $1,500 a month just in premiums. And even after Medicare kicks in, supplements and out-of-pocket costs can add another $600 to $1,000 a month. I want you to really sit with that for a second. People who scrimped and saved their whole lives are watching their retirement drain away, not because of bad investments, but because of medical bills they never planned for. Add your healthcare reality into that annual number right now. Then add your inflation buffer. The money you save today will not stretch as far in 10 years as it does right now. We all felt that truth in our bones over the last few years. Add at least 20 to 25% to your annual number to protect against the quiet erosion of purchasing power. Now, multiply that final annual number by 30 if you are in your 50s, or by 25 if you are in your late 60s. That is the portfolio target you need before walking away becomes truly safe. For most people, that lands somewhere between $800,000 and $1.8 million. And I know that number might hit you hard, but I would rather give you the truth today than watch you run out of options in 10 years. Here's the thing though, once you know the real number, something shifts. The fog lifts. The anxiety of not knowing gets replaced by the quiet power of having a target. And a target you can actually aim for. If this is the kind of honest, no-nonsense breakdown you have been looking for, I want you to subscribe right now. Every single week, this channel puts out real financial clarity for people who are serious about getting their lives back. People just like you who are tired of vague advice and ready for a real plan. Hit subscribe. You will not regret it. Now let us talk about the 3 mistakes that destroy people right at the finish line. And I mean right at it. These are not mistakes made by careless people. They are mistakes made by good, hardworking, responsible people who just did not have the right information in time. Mistake number 1 is quitting before your passive income is doing the heavy lifting. Savings sitting in an account is not passive income. Passive income is money that arrives every month whether you work or not. Dividends, rental income, a pension, social security, an annuity. Before you quit, your passive income should be covering at least 70% of your monthly expenses. If it is not, you are withdrawing from principal too fast. And one bad year in the market can start a spiral that is very hard to recover from. Mistake number 2 is ignoring sequence of returns risk. Picture this. You finally quit. You are 2 months into your freedom. Then the market drops 30%. And because you need money to live, you are forced to sell investments at the worst possible time. You lock in those losses permanently. Even when the market recovers, your account never fully comes back because you already sold too much at the bottom. The protection against this is simple, but most people skip it. Keep 1 to 2 years of living expenses in cash or short-term bonds before you quit so you never have to sell when the market is bleeding. Mistake number 3 is the one I want you to remember most: underestimating how much you will actually spend once you have your freedom. Because when the alarm stops going off and the commute disappears and the years ahead of you suddenly feel wide open, you will want to live. You will want to travel. You will want to help your kids or your grandkids. You will want to fix the house the way you always meant to. You will want to finally enjoy the life you worked so hard to build. And all of that costs money. Studies show that most people spend more in the first 5 years of retirement than they ever projected. Your plan has to account for the life you actually want to live, not just survival. Here is where I want to leave you. You are not just planning a number. You are planning the rest of your life. Every single dollar you save from this point forward is a vote for your own freedom. Every sacrifice you make now is a gift to the version of you who finally gets to rest. You have given enough to a job. You have earned the right to know exactly what it takes to walk away for good. Now you have that number. Now you have the plan. The only question left is how badly you want it.